What's up, you Snatch Bandits? We have a new Hall of Heroes coming out, the Light Undine Hall. I just got this come to us. You give everyone the monster I just got. That's no fun. Are her nip-nips poking? Her nip-nips are poking out. What is that picture? You guys can see that, right? Her nip-nips are poking out. Naughty, naughty come to us artists. Naughty, naughty. Don't you think you've done enough horrible things with some monster sexual? Anyway, nice nip-nips, Light Undine. Wow, how did I not notice that before? Anyway, so yeah, ruined the video, Jubagel. It's gonna be the April 7th to the April... It's gonna be the April 7th to the April 10th. Wow, that's amazing. Good job talking. Good job talking. And I already got her like a week and a half ago or something like that. I already got her pretty recently. I didn't finish ruining her. I didn't finish doing anything with her yet. I didn't even awaken her. I didn't get a chance to awaken her. But I wanted to 6-star her, and I'm so excited that we're getting the skill ups, the Hall of Skill Ups, the Hall of Heroes. That's what it is now. It's a Hall of Skill Ups. But I actually like this monster. I was excited to get her. If you guys watched the video, you saw I was like, oh, I was like pretty excited. I was pretty psyched. So let's see what her skills are. Let's see. We got the I need the more mids of the lightness. More mids of the lightness. Anyway, so we see... Oh, the cool thing about these Undines... Hold on. Let me go to... No, not you. Why are we going to you? The cool thing about them is... Let's take a look at literally any other monster for right now. Generally monster skills, like the first skills, are the same for every monsters. Glancing hit, glancing hit, glancing hit, glancing hit, glancing hit, right? Same skill, right? The Undines are a little bit different in that, since they're one of the first monsters, Comtois decided, they're like, let's make the first skills a little bit different sometimes. So we have this one, she does continuous damage. We have this one, she does freeze. I think the freeze is really cool. First skill, freeze. We got this one, she does the slow. We got this one, does the glancing hit debuff. And then this one does the... It's actually worded incorrectly. Does the, removes a beneficial effect if it lands a critical hit. All these have to be, they all have to be critical hits, right? All have to be critical hits. But this one removes, actually not one beneficial effect, but from what I understand from the people that have them, they're like, no, Jubagel, it removes all beneficial effects with the first skill. Not AoE, not AoE. I'm not talking about an AoE, but it will remove all the beneficial effects on a single target for the first. That's Bella's second skill. That's C's. That's Bella's second skill. She's got that as her first skill, right? Look at that. Moves all beneficial effects on the target. That is actually the light one's first skill. I didn't get a chance to awaken mine, so I was not able to. But from what everyone is telling me, they're like, no, Jubagel, that is, it's worded incorrectly. It will remove all the beneficial effects, and they're like, yeah, it's really good. It's really good. And that makes a big difference. So she gets that when she's awakened, and that makes a big difference in the usefulness of the monster in general. It's all beneficial effects is really cool. Really cool. And then what do we have here? We have... But it does need to crit, but I still don't think that you should put crit rate. She's a light monster. She doesn't need to have 100% crit rate, right? Because she's not going to be weak against certain elements. She's going to have a fair chance to crit against whatever elements. She does need crit rate subs, right? But she doesn't need 100% crit rate. So, don't worry too much about the 100% crit rate. And then she's got this Mind Shock inflicts damage on an enemy with a strong shock, puts the target skills on cooldown. It's the same as Delphoy, but... I know I need 2 more skills on my Delphoy. But she's a light monster. And Delphoy, I can't use that on Perna. Because Delphoy's got element disadvantage against Perna. It's never going to work, right? It's never going to work. Resisted! Resisted, you know the deal. Resisted all the time. But this one, it's a light monster, so we can put the target skills on cooldown. We can do whatever we want. Revivers against any reviver. It's really great that she's element neutral with that second skill. I love Delphoy's second skill. Love it. I love this Mind Shock second skill. Amazing. Skill cooldown, second skill. And it's 3 turns. Reusable in 3 turns. I love that. And then we got to remove all beneficial effect. That's a crazy good first skill. That is a crazy good first skill. And then the third skill, let's go on to the third skill. Absolute Defense removes up to 2 harmful effects on the ally target and makes the target invincible for 3 turns. Okay, Cleanse. And now people were, okay, there's some people saying she needs a buff, it needs to be AoE. Alright? She needs a buff, it needs to be AoE. So you're trying to tell me she needs a buff where she gives cleanses 2 harmful effects from your entire team and then puts 3 turn invincibility on the entire team. I don't think so. Okay, let's explain why that's too strong. And I don't even know why people are like, really, people are actually saying that it needs to be an AoE. That would make her stronger than Lima. With her third skill, removes the harmful effect. It will remove all of them, but you don't always have like 35 harmful effects. Sometimes you only have 2 or 3. Removes all harmful effects, makes them invincible for 1 turn, and recovers their HP by 15% each. Right? So this is 1 turn invincibility. You're trying to say that a Light Dark 4-star should be 3 turns when a 5-star is 1 turn. That's... This guy too, he does this immunity and invincibility for 1 turn as well, removes harmful effects. But this is, again, another Light Dark 5-star, Light Dark Nat 5. Of course it's an AoE, it's a Light Dark Nat 5, it's crazy, but it's only 1 turn as well. So, the single target is fine for this. I'm okay with it being single target. I think the thing that bums me out a little bit for this is that it's, the cooltime goes down to 6 turns, right? So I was like, I really wish it was a little bit lower of a cooldown, giving a little more usefulness to it. It doesn't need to be an AoE, would be way too strong. For a Nat 4, with the first and second skill she does, that'd be way too strong. That'd be a completely broken, overpowered Nat 4, right? Way too strong. Anyway, that would be Chloe++, basically. I mean, still no immunity, but that would be basically like a Chloe. A way better version of Chloe. Anyway, and then she's also got this increase of defense of light monsters with 40... the words that I said were not okay. Were not what it says. Increase the defense of ally monsters with lead attribute by 40%. Alright, so where can we use her? What do we see for the builds for her? In my mind, she's really, with this Mind Shock, the way it is, puts target skills on cooldown. That's kind of a PvP skill. And then we have, this is, I mean, you could use this for PvE, but this is a single target skill. It gets the most benefit in Guild Wars, since it's basically a third of your team, right? It will cleanse a third of your team and put invincibility on it. That's how you look at that for that. Whereas if you're going into raids with this, she is an absolute garbage raid monster, because what is this? She's gonna remove a beneficial, that's nothing for raids. Okay, puts the target skills, no, it doesn't work in raids. And then this is gonna be 1/6 of your team. That's horrible for raid. 1/6, we're gonna do something to 1/6. But in Guild Wars, big difference, big difference. 1/3 of your team is gonna have invincibility for 3 turns. Very nice. So let's see. So I think she's definitely a PvP monster. I would use her most in Guild Wars and in World Arena. But she's not a fast World Arena monster. She's there for a slower team. For, you know, if you got like maybe you got a Ladriel and you got Annabelle and you got like a Wusa and things like that. That's this. It's like this slow composition. It's the slow composition, and she can be useful there too. Remember, she's got a defense that's pretty good in World Arena too. If you're taking a light team, if you happen to have a light team, which not many people do, I know some people that run just like light teams or dark teams, because that's what, you know, you're not going to have to worry about element advantage or disadvantage. They have that team set up for World Arena. There's not too many people. There's not too many people that do that, but I do know of a few people that are just like light and dark, because they don't have to worry about people countering for elements, right? So there's that. But I mean, she doesn't do. This is nothing in dungeons. This is just a useless skill in dungeons. Does a little bit of damage. This could be nice in dragons. You know, take the immunity off every turn. You know, if she's getting a lot of turns, you can make sure that she doesn't. First skill, man. First skill. But then again, chilling. You know, you got chilling too. Chilling. If you have chilling, you don't really need her. Because chilling will do the same thing with his passive. Then we have absolute defense. Really, I mean, it's not. It's only one monster, so it's 20% of your team. It's 1/5 of your team in a dungeons team. It's really, she's not good for dungeons. I wouldn't build her for dungeons. There's just better stuff that's like more team players and things that benefit from dungeons. She's a Guild War monster. She's a World Arena monster. That's what she is. You could also use her. I mean, I would definitely save one. I don't think that she's food. I know some people are saying she's food. She's food. Oh my goodness. Also, you can if you need to max her. Her skills are not that hard to max. It's 3 here. It's 4 here. It's 2 here. That's 9 total. You get 5 from the Hall of Heroes, so you only have to get 4 more. That's not bad. That's not bad. And you can go and you can fuse more skills for her. That's not bad. So yeah, she's definitely a cool monster. Another thing is you can use her for TOA against the Ragdoll stage or other dark monster stages. Other stages with dark monsters where they're all going to be focusing on a light monster. She gives herself invincibility for 3 turns. They're going to keep focusing on her for 3 turns, do no damage, which is really nice. You can also use her if you have Violent on her. You can use her against the Acroma stage. You can take her in with a dark monster, and you can give invincibility, and the Acromas will keep hitting that dark monster, doing no damage. Again, another nice use for her. So she does have her uses in a few TOA stages, but not everywhere in TOA. But a few stages. I wouldn't take her through the entire thing though. It's just the wasted slot for a lot of them that you could put better stuff in with more crack control. But for a couple key stages, that usually the ones that give people a lot of trouble, the Acroma, the Ragdolls, she works very well in those stages that give people trouble. So what else? Oh, the build for her. So I have kind of like messy, like some of these are just like whatever. I stuck some runes on her because I didn't have good enough runes to, like, she's not awakened, she's not 6-starred yet. I don't have to, I'm not bringing her in anywhere yet. So I stuck runes on her basically, speed HP with, it was speed HP, right? Speed HP. But, chicken butts. Her base defense, when she's awakened and 6-starred, is 747 defense, which is actually pretty damn close. It's 54 away from the Wind Panda, which is a well-known defense-based monster. I know he needs more speed. Don't even tell me. I know he needs more speed. He needs like 50 more speed, seriously. But that's not bad. That's not bad for her being close, very close in defense when she's awakened and 6-starred to a Nat 5 defense-based monster. That leads me to say, like, maybe we should think about putting defense on slots. So you can put. I definitely think that the build for her, she's a PvP monster. I would do Violent Will. I know I have Blade on here. I would do Violent Will, Speed, Defense, HP. I did have, because I was just messing around, I was like, oh, let's put some, I don't really like that rune on her anyway. But I wanted to get some crit rate on her for when I was playing around with her. But I think that, I think Violent Will, crit rate subs, defense, speed subs definitely, need a lot of speed on her. Speed, defense, HP, speed, HP, defense, crit rate subs. Accuracy subs are important for her first and second skill. What else? Defense, HP, speed, and crit rate. I wouldn't worry about attack and crit damage. She's not a nuker, right? She's not there to do damage. So you don't need to worry. I know you're putting crit rate on her, but if something has crit rate, but no attack or crit damage, but it's got like crit rate, defense, HP, speed, and you're like, what do I do with this? Maybe consider, or like crit rate, defense, and speed. You're like, crit rate, defense, and speed are not necessarily stats that you're like, okay, well, I want on my healer, I want speed, defense, HP, resistance, maybe, and so you don't really think about like crit rate and speed and tankiness, right? But crit rate, speed, defense, and accuracy, you're like, that kind of doesn't make a lot of sense, but it does make a lot of sense on this light Undine. So definitely, I think you could definitely use her her defense, her base defense. 747 is not bad base defense to your advantage, and I think definitely for Guild Wars and for World Arena, that's where she's useful. I don't see her as being a dungeon monster. She's definitely not a raid monster. Definitely not. She's awful for raids, but I see her for Guild Wars and World Arena. and it's like the slower match, and Violent Will. Speed, defense, HP, speed, HP, defense, speed, HP, HP. Something like that. Anyway, guys, hope you guys are excited about the Hall of Heroes. Hope it helps you get an understanding of her usefulness. And yes, from what everyone's letting me know, this is all beneficial effects. I would have tested it out myself to make sure, to just double check, but we don't have the Hall of Light yet. So last Hall of Light I missed for some reason. I forgot that I had to awaken her. So damn it. But I was already planning on 6-starring her before this Hall of Heroes even came out because I thought she was cool. So anyway, hope you guys enjoyed the video. Hope you guys are excited about the Hall of Heroes. I will see you as always in the next one.